I don't remember clearly if I bought this from Michael's or Walmart. It is floral foam. It is not the ordinary styrofoam. It has some shimmer on it. So when I bought this pack, I meant to use it to make some flour soft, as I watched some videos on YouTube about making homemade flour soft using this kind of styrofoam, and I haven't seen ready-made flour soft in Hong Kong. And but then as my interest is in making clay patisserie or realistic clay desserts, and then I find that this looks a lot like a slushy or icee, so I decided to give it a try, and let's see how it goes. Cut it into half, and then so you see the largest blob of this, after scrubbing, ends up with such quite a large volume. This is UV resin. The brand is Ange, A-N-G-E, and this is the best brand because it dries fast. It only takes 2 minutes to dry in the machine in the UV light, and it will stay clear forever. It won't turn yellow or turn opaque. So now I'm rinsing it, putting a layer on in the glass and rinse it, and then I will add flour, the flour soft or the so I tried to coat a layer of styrofoam on the side of the glass as even as possible. So now I will put it in the UV light. If the UV resin is not totally dry, it doesn't really matter because we are going to do several layers. And so now I'm going to add this Taiwanese translucent clay. It may not be as translucent as Japanese brands, but it doesn't really matter in for this purpose, because it's just in the core of the glass or the whole cup. And I will add some UV resin first, so as a bonding agent to stick it on the cup, on the glass, and then I will stick more styrofoam or flour soft on it. So I tried to cover up the whole mass of translucent clay with styrofoam. So the big thing is not to let the clay to show. There may not be enough UV resin to bond the styrofoam, so now I'm adding some more, and then I will put it in under the UV light again. Now let me examine if all the styrofoam is bonded on the surface. I think it's quite nice, and it's glossy. And you may wonder why I used UV resin, because UV resin is quite expensive. I've also thought about using glossy accent or glossy varnish, because I used them in other projects, and they serve the same function. But because I have to do several layers and I want to speed up the process, and UV resin dries fast, and it takes only about 2 minutes. So now I think it's basically done, but I will still put some fruits made of clay on it. I've decided to add these two blueberries on the glass, and this is actually from my stash. I made some fruits from clay for different projects, and this is what I've made. And I've also had also 2 boxes of other clay products, like some biscuits or ice cream. So now let me add some UV resin and then glue them on. I added 2 strawberries off camera, but here I added too much UV resin, so it's too glossy. Otherwise, I'm quite happy with it because it looks like a slushy. The texture is what I want, and so I think it's quite successful. And this one is the first trial. It wasn't successful because I totally forgot to add the food coloring when I did the bottom, and so I added later, and because I didn't mix the UV resin and the food coloring well, so the color isn't quite even. But I still want to finish it, so I added a cherry, and which is also I made. And so I hope you like my sharing and give it a try. Thanks for watching. Bye.